I'm back.
Just smoking a little bit.
A little bit. All right, that's totally cool. That's totally cool. We are live. Okay. Let me stop another live stream I'm watching while I'm setting this up. I'm just gonna go in here. Howdy, 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 howdy. Howdy, howdy. Everybody. Let's switch my little platform up a little bit. Shooting the shit. We got a shooting the shit situation. We're going to see where we bullseye on the golden eye. We got a Dartson situation. Alright. Oh my god, what the fuck? We got a situation. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I like when things go my way. Ooh, good shots. I like those shots. So, I was watching a live stream on... We got a dartboard. We do have a dartboard. We've actually had this for a very long time. But we were totally unawares of it. So, I saw the Falcon 9 launch. It's like 25th rocket earlier today, and it was so cool. Ooh. Wow, that was a feeling. It was pretty insane, though. Like I'll admit, here, I'm just gonna do this. Wow, we're having a little fun spagoodle. There we go. You're at an angle. You're angled. Good enough. But the Falcon 9 did its 25th launch successfully, and holy shit, that was definitely really awesome. That was a very cool sight to see. It's like how I'm gonna hit you. Yeah. But all right, enough of that dartboard. Enough of the dartboard. We're going right here. I'm just kind of shooting the shit. Shooting the shit today. Right here in the garage this time. Instead, might as well. I mean, I don't really got too much news politically to really look into. It's just been kind of just some bullshit that's been going on. I mean, God let me get cover. You know, yeah, I've done that a lot with my phone so far, and I'm actually really surprised that Dart has not hit my phone yet. So I should be glad that it hasn't. But anyway, yeah, man. I mean, I was just like, oh shit. But I was like looking into the Falcon 9 earlier today. I got a breakfast burrito at this food cart, and the burrito was very good, by the way. I just have to say. But I noticed that SpaceX had a live stream for the Falcon 9, and I was like, oh, because I love space. Space, it's amazing. Space is like the greatest thing ever, and whatever we can do to like further our space exploration, I'm 100% for. Like, I wish NASA had more funding. You know what I mean? But there was something else I also recently learned, that there are 2 oceans recently discovered on Titan. I forgot the name of them. One of them was Kraken Mare, and the other one was like the Soria's Mare or something like that. You said you had a telescope. I do. You know what? I'm just going to show that really quick. Might as well show it off. It's in here. Go through my washroom. Here we go. It's just right here. Bam. And later tonight, I may or may not do a live stream, but it depends how our cover is for clouds. But we got a lot of cloud cover right now. Look at this shit. Look at all that cloud cover. God damn it. Look at all this cloud cover. Thank you, Oregon. Thank you for being the epitome of a nice, clear blue sky. Thank you. But, yeah, so if we do, we should be able to see Jupiter. And Jupiter, oh, that's really cool to see when you see through your very eyes. like, when I saw Jupiter for the first time, I was genuinely mind blown because, I mean, think about it. Let's break down Jupiter. Just that one fat planet for a minute. Let's just break it down. So, in the beginning of the solar system, like, when the planets were forming... Oh, I'm a little off center there. Ah! Ah! Eh! But, like, let's break down Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. And it literally controls what essentially comes to, comes into our solar system. Whatever usually gets pulled into our system usually gets pulled to Jupiter. Or its orbit is so powerful, or its mass is, and gravity is so powerful, it will alter the course when it enters our solar system. So, I mean, that thing, with all the, like, 70-some moons it has around it and shit, I mean, damn. Just, I mean, just put that into perspective. And we can see that with our very eyes, right outside, at night. I mean, that's a whole new, like, whoa. Because, like, that thing, for millennia at this point now, has been basically our solar system's big brother guarding us. And there's, like, when it comes to asteroids, like, generally, most of them are pulled away because of Jupiter. Like, everything really, like, if we didn't have Jupiter, our entire solar system would be totally different compared to how it is now. Because our beautiful solar system is just, like, capable, it's really unique when you see other systems, because I also learned that generally our solar system is unique because we have very small rocky planets and we have very big gas giants. And most solar systems usually have planets that are either all similar size or all relatively either very large or very small or relatively medium-sized. But they're not like small rock planets and then gas giants and then like a little Pluto rock, you know, in background. So, oh man, my nose is running today. But yeah, like, for our solar system to be the way it is, it's really cool to see Jupiter out there. And I saw that you couldn't afford a telescope on your budget. It kind of depends where you get it. Like, from what I've heard, mine was only like a couple $100 or something like that. Oh, there's someone walked down me. But that kind of varies. Like, when I was looking at eBay alone, for example, I saw them vary from $200 to about like $500 some dollars. It just kind of depends on your quality and what type you get. But I don't know how much mine was because I got it during Christmas. So, I don't know. But I forgot a torch, so I'm going to go grab that. But I'm not leaving. I'm just going to grab this with me. And keep talking. Might as well. But anyway, so with Titan, Saturn's moon, this is cool because NASA's going to plan to put, like, a sub, like a literal space submarine. Here's my torch. To go to not Mars. To Titan, which is the moon of Saturn. And with that, we were able to find out that Titan's waters are about 150 degrees below Celsius, and that it's about everything with Titan is relatively the same towards Earth's construction of earthly body. Whatever. But so that means if Titan has, you know, erosion land like we do here, if it has currents in its waters like we do here, if it has seasons, which we do here, and all these things relate to Earth, then to me, I feel like it's only a matter of time until we find life on Titan, which is, oh, so cool. Which kind of points into another conversation on life in the universe in general. Well, heading out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Not going to work, I'm just...
Alright. Cool. Alright, see you around.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway. Oh shit. Come on. Whatever. I have it on a power board now instead of like a random bullshit thing. Oh my god.
Quit moving it, Joe. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
That's good enough. I don't give a shit. I'll just scoot accordingly. But anyway, let's talk about life in general. Okay, so My God, you fell. Well, no God will make me fall, because I am Thanos. I don't know if you've seen Infinity War yet, but if you haven't, oh my God, please do, because it is quite literally one of the best movies right now. I think it's probably, even with the superhero aspect out of there, it's still probably one of the best movies around right now. I'm like a Thanos fan now. I'm like forever Thanos. Hail Thanos. I'm just kidding, but anyway, I'll kind of talk about life in the universe after this hit real here. Because I got to go work at 4, so I'm just shooting the shit until then. And because I'm doing what I'm going to be doing before, then we'll just smoke up some and then go up there, so might as well have a stream of it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the dude who was freestyling is the guy who usually, why do I keep getting calls, like, in these streams? I have another call right here. Shotgun boy. Shotgun boy. I'll let him know that. That's kind of funny. He might be able to make a random freestyle out of that. And then the guitar guy, yeah, I just call him TK for the streams, just because that's his initials. Anyway, so, life in the universe. So, like, if we're already able to find, like, water in the... Oh, what the hell is this? I really do hope it's going to continue going... Okay. I hope it didn't cause any disruptions there. It's fucking phone calls, man. Anyway, so, life in the universe. Like, if we're able to find at least evidence of life-supporting things in general, like water on Titan, for example...
Did we get any mail?
I'm not too sure, but there was a box, and I got that box inside next to my...
Yeah, that's Mom's there. I don't know what it is. Yeah, go check the bill in a minute when you can.
Yeah, I check in a minute, yeah. But yeah, anyway, so... With life in the universe, like if we're able to find these, including exoplanets and stuff like that, it's just, like, it's only kind of a matter of time when, y'all take a call in as well as stream it. Yeah, there's so much going on right now. Like... Everybody's like make me want to like go places so much all day today. It's like, we need you here right now. Can you come over here please? Like ASAP. I'm like, holy fuck. I already had to do a test. I had to see my mama in the hospital. It's like, chill. I need a breather. So anyway, yeah. We need another planet to wreck. Exactly. We need to find the oil in all the planets and extract it all and wreck it. And cause greenhouse effects on every planet. Believe me, we need to be Venus. Believe me, it will be tremendous. And I know planets better than anybody. But, I mean, yeah, like, even when it comes to human survival, like, I do see us being an interplanetary species to guarantee that. And it's not because we're gonna, like, fuck up the world. We are. I mean, we kind of are, but, I mean... Like, we definitely need to have priorities on saving this planet, because if we don't, especially now, then our future generations might not be able to go interplanetary and continue our own survival and our own advancement in technology and as a species. So, like, when it comes to astronomy and space exploration, I am such a big fan of that. And I believe we are from Alien Seed. Ooh. You know, like, that's a, you know, I've always thought about that a little bit, because there is, in the genetic tree, when you kind of look at our common ancestors with primates, there is kind of a missing link. So, but I'm not, like, 100%, like, positive we probably came literally from aliens, but I do believe we have, because when asteroids and meteors and comets were colliding with terra firma, which was Earth way before Earth became Earth, basically, and like when that was going on, there was water and molecules in what's the other word I'm looking for? It's another science word, but I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But they had all these compounds to make life, which would eventually form proteins, and then formed algae or bacterial algae, and started off from there. Though when it comes to like humans and aliens, even from the ancient past, having like contact in a way, like your comments of the pyramids being land strip, I'm skeptical of that myself personally, but I do believe that there is like alien life somewhere out there, and if for them to contact us, or at least to be on our Earth, like if they have, I would say that they're probably technologically advanced enough to definitely not be noticed by us, or even to the extent with like all the UFO footage and everything like that. But if they haven't, then I mean that would kind of make some sense. But how did they build it from the ground view? Yeah, I mean there is an explanation of how they built the pyramids, because I mean the Egyptians were definitely advanced, like when it comes to civilization. Though I think a lot of these what's the word? A lot of these answers for these questions were probably lost at the Library of Alexandria. Like, I'm not too sure if you know about that, but I think it was either Julius Caesar or someone else before him or after him, but they essentially burned down the Church of Alexandria. Not church. I don't know why I always go to Church of Alexandria instead of the Library of Alexandria, because that's what it was. So essentially, like how a college and a university should be like founded on, and it kind of has even to this day a little bit. But a lot of the contents there got burnt down because what they did was they would take the originals of every blueprint, every transcript, every scribe, every scroll, everything, copy it down, translate it, and then give the copy back to the original owners while they kept the originals, and then the translated copies themselves as well. And when that all burned down, we probably, as a collective species, probably went back a good 1,000 years maybe, because, I mean, imagine what information could have been recovered from the Library of Alexandria, especially with, like, the pyramids, advanced, boats that may or may not have even went to America even before Columbus or Leif Erikson even. I mean, there's a lot of ancient human history that definitely has been lost to time, and which is unfortunate in a lot of ways, but in plenty, like, because I remember there was supposedly evidence for the original steam engine at there. Like at Church of Alexandria had the first concepts of what a industrialized steam engine could be, and if we were having that in like the BC era, and we were only able to rediscover it in like what, the 1700s, 1800s or something like that, when the Industrial Revolution started. Like, I mean, that's a lot of years. That's like 8 centuries at least that went by until it got rediscovered. So, I mean, I don't know if like the pyramids were probably like a beacon for aliens or whatever, and but I do believe that they are probably connected to the stars, because I mean even humans before then were very astronomically advanced. Like the astronomy was a very, very big factor in a lot of ancient civilizations' foundation. Like Greeks were very astronomically influenced. The Egyptians were. The Vikings were to an extent too, because they used the stars to help navigate the seas and everything. I mean, if you go to any culture, and essentially every culture, you'll see that astronomy is a big factor in a lot of what they believe in, and a lot of what they were founded on. So I do believe that the pyramids had an astronomical connection as well, but I don't know if they were like straight aliens and stuff like that. But when it comes to like alien life, sentient or not, I do believe that it does exist in this universe. The universe is so vast, and our galaxy alone we don't even know like 90% of our own galaxy, and we're the only living life on the universe itself. Definitely not. Most definitely not. Now, whether there is other sentient life like us that are either advancing probably before our current technological advancements, or even way beyond ours, it depends how they evolved. It depends how they have advanced, but we can only speculate with that because we don't know. So like whenever it comes to the universe, I just love to talk about it because in a lot of ways I'm never going to be able to live to see so many of these questions be answered because you know, we got one life, we can't live it forever, that's for sure. But it's really like to know that one day at least that it will be answered for maybe our future kin or something like that. That's what I love to cherish about it. You are a bogging man today with that cold of yours. Hey, my cold is actually gone for the most part. It's just my runny nose and now my throat. And for some reason this morning, I don't know what the fuck happened, but at like 6, I puked. Like I woke up with a bad stomach ache and then straight, like had to floor my window open and just bleh. And I don't know what the fuck that was about. Like, I'm fine. I'm literally been okay from my sickness until then. It's like, oh shit. Closer to death, don't bring it up. I'm sorry. I mean, like when it comes to that, I definitely don't try to bring up the fact, oh, we're non-existent or whatever. I try to bring up the more optimistic idea of it that, like, I mean, it's such a hard subject because everybody thinks about it so differently because they have their own interpretations of life in general and stuff like that. So, like, I don't try to bring up death at all, really, when I try to bring this up. It's just that, you know, it's kind of hard to sometimes not bring it up on certain things, like, you know, talk about the universe, because, you know, these questions most likely won't be answered in our lifetimes. I mean, not mine, probably, for sure, but when it comes to at least just life in general, maybe. At least in our own solar system, maybe. So, hopefully that there will be at least, what if we die the spiritual pulses on physical leaves for alien planets? Like, yeah, like when it comes from death, like I'm still very agnostic about it. So, you know, of course we will never know what truly happens, but if I were to make a guess, it would probably be like a form of reincarnation, but probably not the alliteration you're probably thinking of. It's more like we do have this sense of nothing, you know, just a literal non-existent state. But my reasoning is because like, let's say you're buried or whatever in the ground, and then of course you decompose or whatever, and then you get transferred back into, you know, the flora, fauna, into the earth. So my sense is that your matter and energy gets recycled into the earth, so it gets distributed back into the earth, and then with the energy from that, it just kind of evolves and, you know, goes on, you know, comes a tree or whatever, etc., etc. So until it becomes back into another living being, like an animal like us or something like that. I don't know if this reincarnation would literally be on our Earth again or just anything else. I don't know how any of that could really work, but I mean, when it comes to kind of my explanation, that's kind of how I would view it. But it wouldn't be like, oh, you know, you reincarnated as like somebody else or something like that. I mean, you could say that I'm like close to a Buddhist, because I do like a lot of the ideas of Buddhism, but I still definitely don't adhere to any religion or any belief system, really. I just kind of have my own interpretation on a lot of stuff, because I do like reading up on it, for sure. Like when it comes to theology and stuff like that, I do like reading up about it. It's just that, how every theology and religion claims to be so right when there's 4,000 spiritual religious beliefs currently in existence right now. I mean, how can you 100% sure know you're right when even people who are like Roman pagan or Catholic or whatever like that, they think they're going to be 100% right. So what makes you entirely, 100% know that you're right as well? So that's why I kind of denounce the idea of religion, just because none of them are going to be correct. But for a theory of an actual God or higher energy or something like that, I'm skeptical of, but I don't denounce wholeheartedly. And when it comes to like a definite, like a greater energy, at least, I believe more into that than like an actual higher omniscient power, essentially. So in a way, I guess you could probably say, it's more like own interpretation, which is why I call myself agnostic atheist. Because even with my own interpretation, I don't 100% believe in it because I'm just really skeptical about it, which I guess is the atheistic part of that. And what was that about this bike above my head? And yeah, it's actually a trike, and that thing has been there probably for 18 years. Originally was mine, but it's just been there. I might, me and my friend do work on bikes a lot, so we might just take that down eventually and chop it up and customize it into like a really cool like trike for my friend or something. Because we got another friend, TK actually, who can't ride a bike for some reason in Portland. This is Portland. Everybody rides bikes. Like everyone rides bikes here. So if you can't at least ride a trike or something like that, you got a problem, fam. I mean, I'm kidding. Like, you don't have to ride a bike here, but I mean, it's a very Portland thing to do to ride a bikes around here. That is for damn sure. I have wonder over your room. I'm cleaning it out for the most part right now. I mean, not like now, but there's more boxes in there. So I'm gonna try to kind of clean up a little more before I do another stream in there. And also, I just felt like changing it up anyway. Felt like changing up in my garage because it's been a while since I've been here. Besides doing the dartboard, waiting on TK originally last time. So yeah, man. But yeah, like when it comes to space and everything, I just stop cleaning it. Then I'll never see it. Well, hey, then my finished work will not be complete either. It's just going to be a purgatory state of forever doing these streams just the way I'm doing them. But yeah, man, these are type of streams I want to do more often where I don't really talk politics that much, but I'm about to go back into space. But we talk about shit like space and stuff because, it's really cool to kind of take a break from the politics stuff because, oh my god, there's so much shit right now. I don't even want to like go into it because I'm just gonna get mad because it's crazy. But instead, go into things where we can kind of think about the future if it was able to go good. Because I do believe that it's possible for the human race as a whole to unite together again. Well, maybe not again, but unite together finally. Kind of understand a lot of these cultural differences about ourselves and a lot of just differences now about ourselves to, try to further our species. And I know a lot of people now do understand that. Like, I see it around in the real world, I see it online, I see it, in a lot of people's commentary, even if they're on the right or the left. Like, there's a general understanding a lot of, we need to try to set aside differences. And unfortunately, the fringes are so loud that... How do you think I feel you get to, how do you think you get to smoke at least while talking about politics? Yeah, I mean, again, I do know that it's most likely going to change, at least in the next 4 years to 6 years, at least. So, keep your hopes up, because I know that there's going to be change, at least decriminalized, so then it will, won't be such a federal problem to where, smuggling marijuana across the country won't be a big deal. Like, when it comes to marijuana, I am an optimist about that, because I think there's evidence to prove that it's going to be legalized in this whole country eventually. Canada just did it. Portugal, a long time ago, decriminalized all drugs, and a lot of their opioid rates and everything have crashed down a lot. So there's evidence to prove that marijuana legalization is going to help, and also that's probably around the corner. And if the U.S. does it and is able to prove, which it is with all the other states right now, that it's beneficial to the economy and just to people's well-being, then I think the rest of the Western world will follow suit with that. And YouTube is making it illegal. Oh my God, yeah. Like I am kind of glad I did not do my weed tubing as much as I did anymore after that, because I had a feeling that YouTube was really gonna fuck with this. So I'm like, I want to try. I was going to branch off on this anyway. I might as well just take the hiatus and not risk it, and come back when I'm actually, ready to transition in this. And I think I'm glad I did. I think I made the best decision to kind of hold up for a while, because now that I'm coming back and they're doing this, imagine if I just did weed tubing again, getting back into that. They probably would have deleted my channel, and I wouldn't have any way to fix that or recover from that, and that would just totally fuck me over. And I would just have to continue doing this drony bullshit, going to work, doing whatever, going back, and doing it again, go to school the next day, have one day off to chill, and then go to school again, and then, you know, I don't want to deal with that so much anymore. Like, I'm at my wit's end with that shit, so I'm trying to, you know, expand and evolve and everything like that. So, yeah, when YouTube did that, I like when that happened, I was glad but pissed off, because then I noticed all my influences on like the channels that I'm under. There's only one left out of like 10, so it's like, oh wow, you know, and I like those content creators too. So it was just like, it was fucked. And back to space. So, how far can you see with it? For me, you know, it's not really about how far. It's more like how, it's more about like my optimism of like where we could go in the next 50 years. And where I see that is we can at least make attempts to colonize Titan, colonize maybe Europa as well, and Mars too, because there's evidence not just for plausible life, but but I think those are the three candidates, at least in our own solar system, that we can possibly colonize for the future. And when it comes to that, I approve of that. Like, and also just with space exploration, if you look, even though the Cold War, the space race with that was more mainly on space domination, with like the Cold War kind of added on with that. When it comes to like when it came to that, I mean, we saw technology like just take a quick like jump in advancement. Like the internet came to be, video games like suddenly became a massive new thing. Communication became better than ever. Like, I mean, so much. Like computers started advancing. I think now we're about to like reach the world of quantum computers too. So that'd be crazy. But yeah, like when it comes to space, I'm hoping to see a lot of advancements that I think will be coming to par. And what time was it? Oh shit. Well, I would love to talk more, but unfortunately I have to get to work here in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna finish these bowls really quick and then head out for that. But yeah, I was just gonna shoot the shit for today for now. Really short stream, unfortunately, but what can you do? Been big kind of busy. Unfortunately, it will be a finger, but I will be back on later tonight. Don't know whether it'll be outside the telescope or just inside doing whatever, but anyway, man, I'll hope to see you around soon. So, bye-bye, my friend. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.